What's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple steps to trick yourself to actually becoming confident. So we'll start off with step number 1, and that is what we call completion versus anticipation, okay? So what does that mean? Well, a lot of times when we are visualizing something that we're going to do that we lack confidence in, we're anticipating it's going to happen. So in other words, let's say you have a speech to do, or maybe you're going to go present something. And most of the time when people visualize in their mind, they're visualizing it as if it's going to happen. Okay, and what that does is it creates anxiety and nerves in the body. So think of it like going on a roller coaster. When you're going up the roller coaster, all the feelings of anticipation and the excitement and the nerves are building. But then once the roller coaster is over, you have that sense of excitement, completion, accomplishment. So whenever you're visualizing whatever it is you're going to visualize, you want to imagine as if it's already completed. Now, not to mention making sure it's completed, but also step number 2 is successful versus unsuccessful visualizations, okay? So one other mistake that people make is that when they're visualizing something, this is pretty obvious, they're visualizing it going incorrectly or it going bad. And when you do that, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and what's going on in your mind. So your mind literally thinks you're living through that unsuccessful completion of that event, and therefore it'll give you all the anxiety and the nerves. So imagining yourself, again, step 1, completion, it's already done, and also the successful completion. Now, step number 3, which is one of the most important steps, is to act or pretend. Now, this is extremely, extremely powerful. You see, the word act or pretend allows us to soften up the critical faculties in our mind and to open up to be confident or whatever it is you want to be. You see, we have our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, and then we have the critical faculty. Our conscious mind will take in something like this information you're hearing now. Our critical faculty will check in with our subconscious to make sure it aligns with our life experience, and then we will either act or not act in the way that we want. So by telling yourself, hey, pretend as if you were confident. Pretend, just act as if everything went your way. It softens it up and allows you to do that. So rather than being confident or making yourself confident, just act as if. And the funny thing is, as you're saying this, if I told you to act as if you were confident, you would already know what that means. You would already know how to position your body, how to speak, how to look, how to feel. And so any moment where you're feeling that lack of confidence, just tell yourself, hey man, act as if I'm confident right now. Just pretend as if you were confident, and you'll immediately feel that shift in your body. Now, step number 4, which is extremely powerful, is singing and movement. Okay? Now, why is singing so important? Well, part of being confident is how we project our voice, right? What tonality we speak at, how deep it is, the volume at which we talk at. And so whenever we're lacking confidence, especially in our ability to speak, what happens is our throat chakra will get really clogged up, right? That's why when you go to speak, you feel like, you start getting thirsty, you start getting cotton mouth, and then your throat gets tight, and then you end up speaking in a high-pitched voice, or it's just that kind of like, oh no, I'm afraid of what's about to happen, right? So by singing, what that's going to do is break up all the energy, break up all the minutia in this area, and also it strengthens those vocal cords, it strengthens the muscles to allow you to project your voice. Like right now, I'm not even trying to project my voice, but my voice, because of the work that I do and all the practice I've done, I'm able to project it without even trying. Now, at one point, my voice was very weak. It was very high-pitched. It was very fast. And so by practicing, by singing, that allows you to strengthen your voice. Not only that, singing makes you feel good, right? It raises your vibration, which raises those confidence. And then also movement, right? Getting your body moving. If you're going to do a speech and you're talking and you're like this, or you're like this, it's going to be very hard to express yourself and emote. So while you're talking, making sure you're using those movements in your body, and even before, doing a little dance, getting your body moving, getting the energy flowing to raise that vibration. Now, step number 5, it's probably the most important step. It's what's actually going to get you there, is practice, okay? Now, this stuff, some people naturally are able to do all these things without even thinking about it, right? Some people naturally are confident. They visualize themselves. They see the successful completion. They do all these things. And others, like how I used to be, were not natural. And so it takes that practice, that repetition to really get it down. So again, guys, just to recap, making sure whatever you're visualizing, you're going on a date, you have a job interview, you have something to do in your business, a meeting, a client, you want to visualize the completion. So it's already done. It went amazing, right? Not the anticipation of what am I going to say? What am I going to do? How's it going to go? No, completion. Number 2 is the successful completion, right? Instead of visualizing walking out of your office like, man, I didn't sign that person up, or you get off the phone like, damn, that went bad. No, we want to see the successful completion. And number 3 is act or pretend, right? If you're about to jump on that business call with somebody and it's somebody you're feeling nervous about or you're unsure of how the conversation is going to go, before you get on that call, just remind yourself, hey, pretend as if you're confident. Pretend as if you know exactly what to say whenever you say it. It'll release that tension and that wanting to like make it happen and just pretending as if it will, and it'll immediately allow you to move forward. Number 4, singing, you get that movement, right? Before you go to a business meeting or you're on the phone with somebody, if you're singing and you're dancing, you're opening yourself up, you're getting your vibration super high, when you go into that meeting or that phone call, people are going to naturally feel it from you right away. And number 5 is practice, practice, practice. Now, I was thinking about giving you guys a bonus, but I think I'm going to save that for another video, and that's how to do the circle of confidence. This is a very powerful technique I've showed to my NFL clients, my UFC clients, Olympic clients, where they can put themselves right when they're about to go to compete, they can get themselves into a peak state and go in with confidence and crush it. So guys, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who you may see value, maybe a business partner, your employees, people who need to hear this, people who need to see this, and tap into that confidence. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.